All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back. Average Takes in the house.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Got your
All
boy
right.
in the house. Haven't been in a good mood today.
Not after a Padres loss.
You know,
let me tell you.
I really need to learn to not let sports affect me mentally. Thank you,
Really?
Trevor. That's how we should feel about it. We should just not give a fuck in the world. But Padres do piss me off. This team drives me nuts sometimes. But we're gonna talk about the first two series. We haven't really got to explain anything yet about the Padres series, but right now, Padres are 4-3. A lot of baseball left.
Lot.
Thankfully.
A lot of baseball left. 160,
Thankfully.
155 games. I'm not sweating it out yet, but this was two division matchups. We take the first series versus the Diamondbacks. We do not take the series versus the Giants. We lose 2-1. Padres looked really good in the first series. Pitching was absolutely unbelievable. Yu Darvish, 6 no-hit innings. Only had like 2 strikeouts, but hey, I'll take the 6 no-hit innings. And then you had Sean Manaea have 7 no-hit innings, 8 strikeouts or something like that. Awesome back-to-back starts.
Here's Matt.
Joe
Musgrove.
Musgrove
Followed it up with a great game, and then Chrismat saved the day when Blake Snell abruptly had an injury. I think that was one of his abductors, his abs, I guess.
Left abductor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. I think he's going to hit the IL. So,
quick 10-day.
Quick 10-day. He was already throwing. Because I don't want to say yet.
Okay. All right.
But other than that, we lose the first game, even though Yu Darvish had an absolute beautiful outing. We end up giving up a walk-off homer. Robert Suarez, the rookie out of Japan, comes in the game, walk,
hit by pitch,
or wild pitch, hit by pitch. Loads the bases.
Not a good start.
Not a good start to a 9th inning when you're only up by 1.
8 consecutive balls, by the way.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. He had 100. He was pumping 100, but
yeah,
he had some rookie nerves flowing through, and a moment was too big for him. All right, I'll have to say that now. Moment was a little too big for him. So we go to a vet. Bases loaded. There are no outs. Turn the game over to old Craig Stammen. Wild pitch, walk-off homer.
So devastating.
Is his name Seth Beer? I want to get that right. Seth Beer
on
National Beer Day, walk-off homer. The next game, D-backs gave out free beers for the first 10,000 fans.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Didn't know that. Damn.
What terrible marketing.
Yeah.
Great marketing. Are you kidding me?
Why couldn't you do that on beer day?
You didn't have the awesome
didn't know
moment.
what was going to happen. Yeah.
Should have, because I would have just capped it off. Imagine that.
Well, that made everyone drunk for game 2 when
they lose. So how fun is that?
And then game 3 with Chrismat. Padres end up scoring. Was that the game they ended up scoring hefty?
No,
that the day before Musgrove.
The day before, because they
pull.
scored hefty with the 4 pitcher. Oh, maybe it was that day actually.
Yeah, it was, because we scored 5-2 with Musgrove.
Yeah, it was.
And then 10-5, but it was really 10-1. And then the last inning we throw Javi Guerra, and he ends his Padre career that day. He was later cut, I think today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. But that was a good series. We felt pretty strong leaving that series. We go to the Giants Monday.
I just want to talk about the Fan Fest real quick. I went to the Fan Fest opening day at the Padres field, and when we lost, they hit the grand slam at the end of the game. You would expect the fans to be like kind of pissed, shouting. Everybody just got up out of their seats and left the park. It felt like a normal day in San Diego. Just wanted to throw that out there. It kind of sucks.
Well, I honestly hope it was like a reverse jinx for our season.
Yeah.
Start it on the worst note possible and then end it on the highest note possible.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how God's gonna work this year.
That's a great outlook to put on this. That is something beautiful to take.
Definitely not how I was thinking when I left the park. Head was all the way on the floor. It was just a sad day. Went to work the next day, very sad.
Here we go again. That meme. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Here we go again. Padres season started off awesome. All right, so that season or that series,
season's over too.
We are up 3-1.
And first in the division.
Dodgers got beat up by Colorado. We beat up on the D-backs. Giants have a hard-fought match with the Marlins, so I was feeling pretty good. Game 1, Nick Martinez, man. The man, also out of Japan, had a stellar game. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 6 Ks. Beautiful.
Not a bad outing.
Beautiful. And it didn't come to a hot start because it was bottom second when they scored. So I was nervous because there was runners on the bases. It felt like for the first 4 innings, like a guy in scoring position, like every time Nick Martinez was pitching. And then all of a sudden he got into a groove later on in the game. And then we saw a big homer from Austin Nola. My brother was literally talking crap to me on the phone, like, Austin Nola, the blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he hits a dinger.
Jimmy Jack.
Guy goes yard. And he's like, right when I was talking mad on him. But then the game got close, another wild pitch, another scare. And then it ended up being Manny Machado and Jake Cronenworth saving the day of that game.
Yep, fire. We need more of that. That was probably our best game all year, I think. Complete bullpen was good. Starting pitching. Like you were saying, Nick Martinez had a rough first 3 innings, and then all of a sudden, boom, got in a groove, handled business. And then same on the offensive side. I mean, you put up 4 runs, you hopefully can win about, 50% of them. That's what you're hoping for.
Hopefully.
So great win there. And then the next 2 games, complete shit.
Yeah, very bad.
Complete shit.
Complete shit is correct. Padres lose Tuesday night, 13-2. We saw Will Myers pitch, give up a couple bombs. That was kind of funny at the end of it. But this game sucked because Yu Darvish goes 1.2, gives up 9 earned, 2 walks, only 2 Ks, 1 bomb.
Very bad.
Probably one of his, or I think it tied his worst outing.
No, it was his worst outing ever.
Was his worst outing of his career. So that was not a fun.
I like Trevor's take on it. Why don't you explain that, Trevor?
What?
The take on why Yu Darvish shit in the bed.
Yes, this is my conspiracy theory. So Yu Darvish spent his whole offseason in San Diego. It maybe got under 40 degrees 5 times the whole offseason for him living in San Diego. And then he spends the next 3 weeks in Arizona when it's 100 plus degrees probably every day, at least 95 degrees every day. Then the first series was in Arizona. Tuesday night was the first night in San Francisco. The winds were going absolutely crazy. It was 46 degrees, they said, but you heard Don and Mud say, it feels like 30 with the winds. They were all bundled up, you can tell. So I think him being in such a hot, heated environment and then him going instantly to a cold environment just shocked him.
This cold shocked him.
Body-wise, and nothing was working. He was numb.
Yeah.
But that's just
that's definitely a night that you wish this little bit of sticky stuff was back. That's a night where couldn't get the ball, couldn't grip it enough. But jokes aside, Darvish definitely didn't have his control, and maybe that was the wind, the cold. You could tell he was
blowing
on his hands, trying to heat him up. So, you wish almost pitchers could have a little hand warmer. I don't think that's an illegal substance.
They can, but then what do you think is gonna happen next? Illegal substances in the hand warmers. Wow, these guys are shoving
on the hand warmers.
Yeah, these guys are shoving. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're from San Diego. We do not see the cold very often, but this is something that is a concern to me. I know it's only early, but in playoffs, man, October, it's cold. World Series time.
Yeah. No, we can't compare that. We can't compare that.
All I'm saying is
you hit
cold those months. So
your gear in October is a little different than it is in Tuesday night in April. That's what I hope. That's what I would assume. That's what I would assume. I feel like the games in October might mean a little more. You can find another gear to hopefully not give up 13 runs in maybe a wild card game in
San Francisco,
which may happen. So I don't know.
All right. Well, that game I want to throw away because I don't ever want to think about it after we talk about it. And another one before we move on. We had the first woman to be a on-field coach. Coach Kraken.
She was given some crazy signs. I heard she was telling the players to bunt and she was telling them to steal.
Really? Eric Hosmer went.
She wanted to make her mark on the field. She wanted to be remembered.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm still going to give her all the props in the world because in Major League Sports is so male dominant, and we're having some fine women who can fit roles as good or even better than males and coach. And as long as she knows baseball and gets her job done, I'm completely fine with it. I do not give a rat's ass. I love this actually for baseball.
Yeah.
And, we had the first woman GM in the Marlins GM. And I just think baseball is strides ahead of other sports. In that way, because we literally have a woman GM. I don't think any other major league sport dominated by men, like a male sport, has that. So I think this is props to MLB, props to the Giants. I will give you those props for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Pretty dope.
Shitty situation how she got there though.
Yeah,
Coach got ejected.
Coach got ejected. He thought there was racial slurs from Mike Schilt. I heard he just said, "Tell that mother effer to watch out."
Down.
Control that
motherfucker. Calm that motherfucker.
Yeah. So
I mean, say it.
I hope there was nothing behind it. They came out and said like they met up before the game and had peace and whatnot. So I'm bypass all of that. So today, Wednesday, 12:45 game, day game. Logan Webb versus Sean Manaea. This is an arms duel for
Sean Manaea. Shoved today.
Stud.
That's all I want to say to start this off. He shoved today. He did exactly what you would ask for out of a starting pitcher. He got in jams. He got out of jams. He was pounding the zone. The first 2 innings, he was electric. He was just 0-1, 0-2, strike him out. 0-1, 0-2, ground out. 0-1, 0-2, strike him out. He was so good. But then on the other side, you have Logan Webb, who threw an absolute gem as well. But I just watching the game, the Padres were very passive in their approach, trying to hit the ball. They were taking a lot of pitches. And I know Logan Webb is nasty. I know he's good, but at the same time, we were not aggressive. He threw a lot of first pitch strikes, and we just sat there, already down 0-1. That's so hard to hit when you're already down 0-1, especially in the highest league in the game.
The game. Yeah.
This isn't minor league baseball. This isn't spring training. This is the best of the best that play the game of baseball. That's who you're facing. So you got to swing the ball. Swing the bat. You never know what happens in a 1-run game.
Yeah,
jump on early.
I have some things to add. Chaminade had one bad pitch all day and ended up being a 2-run double. And I have to give him all the credit because awesome start again. That was a great ad, like Roman said. But
definitely the best addition this offseason. Both of his outings were stellar, and it's nice to have somebody that's what's it called? Consistent on our bullpen.
I just want to see someone else
rotation,
whatever. God damn it, whatever.
Fucking Profar. I want to see some of these big dogs finally get a hold of one.
Yeah. One more thing before we start talking about that. Logan Webb. This was definitely an arms match all day long. Logan Webb, his last 14 starts, he is 7-0 with a 1.88 ERA, 9.9 Ks per 9, and the opponent average is only hitting a 209. So he's absolutely dominant when he starts at home. Absolutely dominant. And Padres just got stuck in one of those awesome arms at home. Like it matched up. It was a great day. He had his stuff working. He pitched 8 innings. The last inning of the game, loads the bases with Duvall pitching. And then we pinch hit Will Myers because Will Myers is lost out there.
Will Myers looks like Austin Hedges.
In 27 at bats, Will Myers has 11 strikeouts.
He got a hit though.
Yeah, he has 5 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, but did she have hit today?
Yeah, I did see it today.
Off the label. Literally he only got a hit because he's strong enough. He can lift enough weights to get it over the fucking first baseman's head.
Yeah.
So now getting to our bats because we've had one game where everyone looked awesome.
Everybody swung.
But
looked great.
We are lacking so much. So right now our team MVP is Rick Profar.
Obviously. Killing it.
Rick. I mean, he leads the team in homers, batting average, RBIs,
sick catches.
Yeah, the awesome catch. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. But there's a lot of things that the Padres are lacking right now. The Padres as a team have 4 homers in 7 games.
That's not good. That's fine.
That is not fine. That is dead last in the league.
And 2 of them are Rick.
Yeah.
Not one of the major players on this team has gone deep yet.
You're right. That pisses me off just because we live in a day and age where everything's either home run or strikeout. Yeah. So that part, I understand it. But at this, I don't know. I think this team is literally just going to be one of those teams where when it gets hot, they get hot. That's how it seems to me, but I don't know. It's still early. But it's discouraging to see this team struggle offensively when we're supposed to be an offensive team.
Yes. There has been some bright spots though. Luke Voigt, I know he hasn't really got the bat working yet, but his at bats he's taken, I really like. He works.
Yeah, he works pitchers
very well. Full count walks, full count strikeouts. I mean, he is seeing pitches, but that is one thing this team is doing. They're seeing too many pitches and getting themselves in bad pitch or bad counts. Yes, bad counts.
Terrible counts.
And then we're down. We have 0-2, and then they're gonna swing at a changeup in the dirt.
I saw it today. I think it was. Might not been Voigt, but they literally might have been Myers, but they pounded in, sinker in, slider away. See you later. I was like, "Are you, dude? That's literally the simplest combo in baseball.
Yeah,
in, away. How do you not expect that? Like you're in the bigs."
The Padres are sitting on way too many fastballs right now, and I know
they're not aggressive. Their timing's off. All the big swings are not connecting at the moment.
Yeah, they're not swinging at the right pitches.
No, they're being way too selective.
Yes.
What are you looking for an 0-2 pitch? Or even I think might have been Profar, but 3-2 count. Guy threw a fastball. That should be the only thing you're looking for in the zone. A fastball in the zone.
Something in the zone.
You should be able to at least foul it off, stay alive. and he just stared at it. He just looked. Fast, strike 3, you're out. See you later.
I've seen a lot
time.
of hate on Will Myers on Padres Twitter, but I haven't seen the same hate for Trent Grisham. If you go look at Grisham's numbers, he's, a lot
not
worse.
Doing well.
Yeah.
He's hitting 138 right now.
That's something Preller needs to. This team clearly doesn't have a leadoff hitter, and even when Tatis comes back, Tatis is not a leadoff hitter. Tatis is middle of the order.
He thrives in the leadoff, though. You can't say nothing about that.
He does, but he's just. I don't think he's a leadoff hitter for this team.
I think he loves that spot, though. I think he thrives. Comes up, game starts, and he is the first one on the field. He gets the lights first, the action first. I think he loves that moment. I think that's what this team.
And maybe that's literally what we're missing. I feel like
that's what this team is missing. We're missing Tatis at the leadoff spot because that could put Jake 2, Manny 3, Voit 4, Hosmer 5, Myers, and then you could end it with Grisham. So you basically have another leadoff hitter. Yeah. I think that's what this team is ultimately missing.
I agree. I can see that. Take back what I just said then, but
that'd be nice.
I personally like the lineup with Manny hitting second. I think the best hitter on the team should always be second. I don't know why. Bob Melvin originated that, I feel like, with Josh Donaldson on the A's a while ago, but I don't know. I like the best hitter on the team hitting second. He gets a lot more at bats than the 3 hitter. You can even look at the stats that backs up everything, but you get your best hitter more at bats. I feel like you win a lot more ball games. And Manny is slowly. He's just so consistent. It's crazy. Because last night, the night when we got blown out, he was like 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Like looked ugly. And then first at bat today, double down the line. Like he's just consistent. He's money. He's Manny money.
Yeah, I'm not stressed too much on this team as much as we're digging on the main core guys. I have a couple more question marks, but I want to reiterate that the Padres haven't played at home yet. Tomorrow is our home opener. You get things going at home. The vibes are better. You get your fans. You feel the energy of home. This team is very energy based. Like they, I think, are dying to be at home. And I really hope the Padres and the Friar Faithful get behind them. I know it's been a real tough start of the season. We missed 2 series to start the season, and those were both at home. So we start this year on the road after being on the road in Arizona for so long. So there are so much bright lights ahead because I think this is a huge series versus the Braves coming up.
Yeah.
A huge series versus the Braves coming up.
You got to step up.
And at home, I think this is a perfect opportunity to show baseball what the Padres are, because this is, you're playing the champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great point you just brought up. We haven't played at home yet. That makes a big difference. That's all I heard from Bob Melvin this offseason in all the interviews. Yeah, those 2 games we played in San Diego, it was electric. The crowd was on fire. So really hope Fire Faithful can get out there and show the Braves what the fuck is up in San Diego.
What is good.
Also, we are playing 14 straight games, so
yeah, no breaks, no days off.
No days off, and this is the start of our homestand, like you were saying earlier. We play the Braves and then 3 against Cincinnati. Cincinnati should be handled easy.
Are we ready for the Tommy fam? Welcome back.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Hosmer real quick. He's batting pretty well.
I definitely
trade talks and all that getting to his head, or could have got to his head, but he's letting it go. Just playing well, fielding well, batting well. 381 average right now. He's got 8 hits. Good, big ups to that guy.
Yeah, I want to definitely add on to that.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's what I like to fucking hear.
I want to add on to that because to start this year, Hosmer's been a real G.
Has been.
He's shut up the haters, If he could just be consistent and keep this going, hopefully he could lead in this clubhouse and keep it going.
And Tatis is down. You guys are speaking to the choir right here. This is awesome.
We need him to step up as a leader, like big time. We need him to smack Myers around and go, "Hey, I woke up. Time for you.
Time for you to wake up." Yeah.
I just,
you know,
I've been a huge Hosmer guy. Literally, I'm always riding for him, even when he sucks. Yeah, I don't say any bad words about him.
That's why I had to shout him out, because I honestly sometimes am not a fan of the guy, but I have to give props where props is due.
But we've seen this before, though. He starts off a little hot in April. I don't know why, but I don't know. This is a good sign because he's finding holes. Like, even though he hits the ball on the ground a lot, he's getting base hits.
Getting base hits, yeah.
He hit a good extra base hit the other day. I like what I'm seeing from Eric Hosmer, and all of a sudden his defense is fucking amazing again.
Yeah, gloves there now.
I haven't heard shit about Hosmer on Twitter, and it's fucking awesome because all those fucking idiots on Twitter who give him shit every single day when he was sucking, look at him now, silent.
No, they're not silent. They've turned their attention to somebody else.
To Will Myers, buddy.
I'm telling you, they have. We talked a lot about Tatis and him not being out, but his replacement right now is CJ Abrams and Ha-Seong Kim,
which sucks because right now they're both the same exact player. Defensive wise, they're ready for MLB. They are ready for MLB.
Yeah, true.
They can handle shortstop. Defensive wise, both of them can. Kim and Abrams. I love what I'm seeing from Abrams on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, when they get a bat in their hand, it's like they have no idea what to do with it.
It's iffy. Yeah.
Abrams I feel like he's lost low key. He might be a little nervous still, but he's just looking at a lot of pitches. I don't know. They just need to be more aggressive.
He looks so skinny up at the plate.
They're not, but both of them aren't power hitters. Like Kim maybe got a power rep from being in Korea, but he's not a power hitter. Like Voit, you can tell he's a fucking power hitter by just looking at him and his swing.
Yeah.
If he connects with one of those sliders, that's 400 feet easy, no matter what. Abrams, he's got to swing all his might to hit one like 400 feet. But I don't know. Maybe it's going to take a while. It's still a weekend to the season. Some guys, it's going to take a month, but
yeah, it definitely takes time. I'm ready for Luke Voit to come in and through this weekend.
This wave of the pitching's really good, but the hitting sucks. The hitting's really good, but the pitching sucks. Like nothing has been at the same level consistently the last 2 years. That's where we need to see more complete ball games out of everyone on the team. If you're going to give up 2 runs, then score like 4 or 5. But if you're going to give up 2 runs, you can't score 1. Like that will never do you any good.
Very true.
Very true. All right. Enough of the past. Let's talk about the future. Tomorrow's home opener. We got No Joe going up against Charlie Morton. That's going to be great game.
I need someone to hit a bomb.
Musgrove shoved in his opener too.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for Musgrove.
Musgrove sucked out of our first 3 starters. He was the worst one.
I don't agree with that.
Gave up 2 hits and he was the worst one.
Yeah, but he still had 7 Ks, didn't he? Something like that.
Shenny's messing.
Joke.
Oh, sounded serious. My bad.
Well, if you're looking at the MLB app right now and you're looking up at Friday's matchup, we got the Braves,
Kyle
Wright, and then we got the Padres, TBD.
TBD. What do you mean TBD?
Well, Jenny, I'll tell you what I mean. Friday night, we are welcoming Padres' #1 pitching prospect, left-hander, #1 Mackenzie Gore.
I hope he's wearing #1. I seriously do.
He is going to be wearing #1.
I love the coaches too who think 1 is a big egotistical, just douchebag guy. I love 1. 1's a great number.
1's a great number. Yeah. I think it looks so nice. Starting pitching a long lefty wearing #1. I think this is going to be so sick. Well, the young kid is going to be making his debut. They said it's already been reported that there's a locker in the locker room for him.
That means
that was in Arizona. That was in San Francisco, though, I thought.
he had thrown a bullpen with the team. Like they
were hyped on him.
It's
up
time.
there.
And it makes a little too much sense.
A little too much sense. And guess who's gonna be there? This guy. I'm so excited. I hope it happens. What if he doesn't pitch? But with
that was a perfect game.
With that comes, I'm not gonna comment on that. No comment. With that comes an injury move, an IL move. Blake Snell is going to be going to the 10-day. We already talked about his little abdomen issue.
That's our Cy Young pick.
I think he'll be all right. He's going to be fine. They already like to limit him innings anyway.
He's going to be all right.
He's going to miss the first 2-3 starts. It'll be all right. I'm not worried about him.
Well, one thing about what they did for Tatis, if you didn't know, he's on the 60-day IL. So he's out 60 days no matter what, where does that put us season-wise? 60 days, that's
mid-May, beginning of June.
Yeah, trying to think where should the Padres be at that point if we want to
do well,
contend. We're 4-3 at the moment. 4-3. What do we need to be by June 1st?
We want to be.
I don't know exactly the amount of games it is.
I want to be 10 games over 500. I mean, like yeah, 10 games over 500.
I want to be.
I want to be playing
first at least.
I want to be playing consistent baseball.
You want to be within a series of first.
Within a series of first place, yes.
Okay. And then Roman, you want just consistent baseball?
I just want consistent baseball. Don't care if we're under 500 by 3 games, but if we're hitting well, pitching well, we'll be all right.
I don't ever like Roman's responses sometimes.
Why? Scares you?
Yeah, you are. Sometimes.
So
yeah.
After we play the Dodgers next weekend, we have Cincinnati again, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Marlins, Cubs. That's going to be a huge 2 weeks in our season.
That's a huge 2 weeks that we have to dominate.
Yeah.
We have to 2-1 every series.
Add in a couple of sweeps in there, please.
This team's not a sweeper yet.
I don't think this team is sweepers.
I think the pitching staff is. If you get consistent, Manea, Musgrove.
We can't put a consistent 5 runs on the board in I don't know how long.
Hey, we're a weekend, bud. We're a week in.
It does piss me off. I said it last pod, I think, maybe a couple pods ago, but 10 runs on Sunday and then 7 runs the next 3 games combined.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, we were also facing a way better team. We all statistically knew the Diamondbacks were going to be in dead last.
I am not looking at analytics. I fucking hate the Giants. They suck.
I agree.
Will always suck. Brandon Crawford sucks.
All right. This is the time where I say there is nothing wrong with being average.
Absolutely.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Check
us out on all the platforms.
Everywhere.
And go Pods.
Yes, sir.